Okay. So, I don't usually do videos like this very often.
There is no one way to prove.
But we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to teach you guys what I know about this game. And it's going to be, I want to say, fairly simple, straightforward advice. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself armor that is very standard, like our basic BO1 tactical body armor. Or since I feel a little flare, I could even go with the DP00 tactical, but we're just going to go with the B01 tactical. It's the basic, everybody starts with it. Now, I'm probably going to do a light series of these videos so that I can teach some of the basics. Our capes don't matter. Our helmet doesn't matter. It doesn't give additional armor ratings. There's no helmet that does. But our baseline armors do. Light armors tend to give us more speed as well as other bonuses based on what kind we have unlocked. But I'm not going to go crazy with that right now. Medium gives a good balance of speed and armor rating. And of course heavy, you lose out on speed, but you gain a ton of armor. Now, for this starter series video, I'm obviously going to use the baseline Liberator rifle. The way it comes standard out of the box. It's very simple, very effective. I'm gonna have no attachment on the muzzle, extended magazine. I'm gonna take the laser sight flashlight and the 2x tube red dot sight. Patterns don't do squat. Everybody starts with this gun. Everybody. So it's going to be real easy to teach. For sidearms, we're going to take the P2 Peacemaker. Again, everybody starts with this. Very simple, very straightforward. And for grenades, we're going to go with the G12 High X. Again, the standard grenade, everybody starts with it. Works perfectly well, has heavy armor pen, deals 800 damage, you get a good amount of them, and it does a pretty good explosion, but over a small area. So this is not something that's going to cover a lot, but it's going to cover enough for what it's for. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna remove my title. We're gonna go ahead and put this down to Sergeant. Does that make any difference? No, but for the purposes of this, I'm just gonna act as your drill sergeant and teach you some basics. Our current mission is against bots on the Automaton front over here in the Mox. Planet Mox and Trigon sector. So I'm going to use our current MO and our current targets in the MO to teach some basics. Bots are various in what they have for armor and actual combatives. I'm going to try to keep this basic. We're going to start off with trivial and work our way up a bit. So on a trivial mission, like this one where we have to eliminate Devastators, where we have 40 minutes to do the mission, it's a very small map. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to launch and land on the other side. When you start out, you will have no boosters, or you might have Hellpod space optimization. We're going to go with no boosters. We're going to get the orbital precision strike, because everybody starts with the orbital precision strike. We're going to grab the the EAT-17 expendable anti-tank rocket launchers. Everybody has that one to start with. We're going to get the MG43 machine gun because everybody starts out with that one. We're going to get the A-MG43 machine gun sentry because, again, everybody starts with it. First thing I do is bring up my map, I check the area. Our targets are going to be over here in this area, more than likely right here in this big red zone that indicates enemy activity, specifically a base. We're going to move towards the target. The Liberator rifle has 3 fire modes, auto, semi, and burst. I'm going to put it in semi. Standard magazine has 45 rounds per mag. We have 3 different zoom levels with the sight, which the basic is fine. And of course we have the controls down here for the lights and the laser sight and all that jazz. It comes set to automatic, so if it's dark out, the light will automatically come on when you aim. Same with the laser. The laser coming on will let people know, hey, I'm pointing this. Peacemaker handgun, 15 round magazine, light armor pen, same as the rifle. And just like the rifle, it also has a flashlight and a laser sight. It comes set to automatic on standard when you bring it up to sight. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna call in the machine gun so that we have something to help out a little bit if we need it. The machine gun comes with 175 round belts and 3 fire rates, 630 rounds per minute, 760, and 900. We're gonna leave it at 630. So we can see the enemy structure up ahead, and there is a little bitty machine gun nest up there with a bot on it. So we're going to kind of use the terrain to get around to a point where we're going to be able to get up to him, get a clear shot on him so he doesn't have the ability to aim and shoot us with that machine gun. Currently just crouching along, crawling belly. There's a fabricator. And there's a couple of bots over there in a little entrenched position. There's one on the other side of the whole fence. There's some landmines back here. There's 2 devastators that we're going to engage with up here somewhere. So what I want to do is, because this is the only fabricator I've seen, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to precision strike it. Finally, I'm going to start taking these guys out. laser sight will automatically aim regardless of whether I've got the light settings to auto or on or off. So we're going to go ahead and just hold here for about a minute, and the plane will touch down, and then we can extract. Basic level 1 mission done. Does it do much? No, not really. But it's a good starter. I recommend that most new players do this about 5 to 10 times so they get a feel for the game, how to aim, like if you start rushing into this and start just pushing for higher and higher difficulties, it's going to get really difficult really quick depending on which enemies you face. Now, we're going to step up to level 2. Do another mission. Start fuel pumps. I've been playing this game since launch, and I'm not bad at it. But I do like to make sure that what I am doing is methodical. I take my time and I get stuff done. This map is a big, open lava lake that's going to block our path. So what I'm going to do is, since the main objective is here, I'm going to drop us over here. We'll swing through, take out these points of interest, get that main objective done. Hit this one on the way around, take these two out, and then extract. At least that's what the goal is going to be. And as before, the same again. Where is it? Eats. There it is. Okay. Machine gun turret. And I'm going to take the Hellpod space optimization this time, just so I can drop in with ammunition. Dropped in. There's a POI right here, a bunker, or as we call them, buddy bunkers. They have 2 buttons on both sides of the buddy bunkers. Now, the problem is, since I'm all by myself, I can't access it without using special glitches or little hacks to like phase through the wall. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. Looks like we have 3 major targets. Here, here, and here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start taking this out. Up ahead. Set to semi-auto. I'm gonna bring the magnification to 50-meter magnification. POI that has ammunition, so you can swap out mags. Rid of ammo, unlock the metals, which hopefully most will pick them up. Here's our next part. So when I'm doing this, I always look for the path of ingress to see where enemy positions are, so I'm not walking into a machine gun right there in front of me. Or if I have to, take the targets out. And he got off the flare, so I'm gonna call that. Quick about throwing him down, he took care of the problem. And our next target is right out in front of us, so we're just going to go ahead. Start popping these guys one at a time. Since we're close, I'm switching to the pistol. Berserker up ahead. These guys have no armor whatsoever. The Devastators had armor on the chest cavity and on the legs and the arms. These guys have none, even though they look similar. So what we can do is we can go for the head or the belly, which have high damage output. Machine gun turret. You never know when you're going to need a little, you know, support. Get this out of the way. all those done for this little puzzle thing that we had to do. So mission's complete. We got another team of bots moving in. I'm gonna head to the next target. There's no POI here. Okay, this happens to have a cargo container. Which I'm gonna get these barrels up out of the way before I do this. A lot of new players don't know this, but when you see cargo containers like this, you can pop them with a grenade. Assuming you get the grenade close enough. We got some medals and some super credits, which are the game's premium currency that you can either earn through play like I just did, or buy them with cash. Or earn mine play.
You may proceed to extraction.
It's personal choice. Alright, so we're almost to the next objective. So, what happens if you have a target that's heavily defended and you don't want to get too close? Well, you can always use an E-17. It is a heavily anti-armor weapons platform, and it comes back online pretty quickly. I'm gonna head towards the next objective. So, that last bit there is a difference between doing an empty reload and doing a partial reload while you have rounds left in the mag. 43 rounds left in the magazine. If I reload, just ejects the mag, puts a fresh one in. Not a big deal, right? Well, let's say I expended all 45 of my rounds out of the gun. So 0, 45, and I do a reload. So ejected a mag, put a fresh one in, and then I had to pull the cocking lever on it, which was an extra step, which took an extra half second maybe, but it still took time.
At 30 minutes remaining. Extraction.
That little bit of extra time is what makes or breaks some gunfights, because you're not going to have the time or the distance to just do a full reload. So trying to reload when you still have like a couple of rounds, maybe 5 or 10 left in the magazine, if it's a large capacity weapon, not a bad option. Pistol mostly because its high ergonomics allow me to rapidly transition between targets at close range, which is very useful. about it on the map. Also, you will notice that it says 16 out of 15 on my magazine there for the pistol.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
46 out of 45 for my rifle. That's because as long as you had ammo when you did eject your previous magazine, it will retain the round that you had chambered. Which may not seem like a big deal. It might even seem like a no-brainer, but not a lot of video games do that. Retained reloading doesn't often compute for a lot of developers. I'm also not good for headshots. I'm trying to shoot center mass on these guys. They're so weak it really doesn't matter. It's like 1 or 2 hits. Also, you do have different recoils depending on whether you're crouching, standing, or prone. And if you ever need to get prone in a hurry, get, good shooting position, you can always stop it. In fact, I'll use that as a way to get in a nice bit of cover and then start popping out from cover. But you have to be aware that where your barrel is and where your eyepiece is isn't going to be exactly where the rounds are going to travel. The sight of the war is a thing as well. If I can clear the sight of war, especially with this laser helping me, you can see where the actual rounds are going to go based on where that laser keeps popping up to. But it's also not 100% accurate, especially since I'm using high sight. So what was the big difference between levels 1 and 2? Well, larger map. There was an additional optional objective that we missed, which is okay. You don't need to get everything every time unless you want the extra XP, but some people will. But the map size was larger. The targets were different. There were a lot more bases. And one difficulty level. Obviously this time I got a hell of a lot more kills. I didn't have to really shoot all that much, but it also counts the turret's shots, I'm pretty sure. So that's level 1 and 2, trivial to easy. So let's go up to medium. Medium is where it's going to start separating it. You can actually tell what it's going to have differently based on objective thing at the bottom. 1 trivial primary objectives, enemy patrols. Most basic. It also tells you green samples are here. 2 easy allied tactical objectives. The one we missed. And a bunch of light outposts. Level 3 medium. Secondary objectives. Now there will be a main and then there will be a side objective that we have to complete. As well as there's medium outposts, which are about double the size of the last set, or a size and a half. As well as heavily armored enemies will start showing up. And now you'll also notice that there's 2 missions in the chain. Oh, what's this? This is an operation where we will complete 1 mission, and then we'll extract, and then we'll have to complete the 2nd mission afterwards. Which we'll do rapid acquisition. opener shows. Oh, what we got? It's not an immense amount, but it's better than nothing. So that's the first 3 difficulty levels against the bots. That is a general breakdown of how easy it is to actually interact, fight them, and get things done. You don't have to be the best shot, you don't have to be the best of the best of the best to do anything against them. But you have to take your time, line up your shots, make them count, use the distance, use the terrain, use what you have. Sometimes you're going to be outgunned, sometimes you're going to be outmaneuvered. It's just part of the process. With a basic rifle and a basic pistol, basic strategy, basic armor, I was able to manage with no extra help, except for, using the gun turret, but the gun turret is something everybody has. So, just as a thing.